Come on then. On your marks, get set, go! Barney, and we're at the finish. What a race! 20-metre race. Well, here we are, our first camp. Barney goes camping. Tonight we are local. We're just trying out, see how he gets on, being in the outdoors and sleeping in a tent. And if it all goes well, hopefully I'll take him out on a wild camp. The tent I've chosen tonight, the Alpkit Viso 2. It's a bit of a bulky tent to take up on a wild camp. It's a big old tent, 3.5 kilograms. But it's got bags of space, a large vestibule, all the luxuries tonight. Got me cheer out. He seems to be at home at the moment. I don't think he realises what's happening. He hasn't actually got into the tent yet. He just stood in the doorway when I fed him some food.
You happy enough? Yeah, I think you're happy as Larry. As long as you're with me, you're all right. New experience. Don't matter if you're a human or a dog. Venture out and do new stuff. Should we get ready for bed? Time is 5 to 10. It's 5 to 10, Barney. Bit early going to sleep now. But you used to go to bed about 10:30 with Mummy. Or have half hour and then go to sleep. And hopefully he'll sleep as well. Because you can't get out. Zip the tent up. I'll have a whittle with him, but yappy, yappy, yappy.
And we have managed to get him inside the tent. Had to entice him in with Scotch eggs. That was the only way he was going to come in, I think. He has sat down, but yeah, he is sitting down. Oh, he's lying down. You got your toy there as well. Look, I brought his toy with him. So he looks like he's about settled now. But winds are going to pick up very soon. At the moment, the winds have dropped massively. He's a bit camera shy though, isn't he? They don't like being on camera. You're going to have to get used to it, Barney, because we're going to do loads of camps together now. The wind's meant to be picking up in a little while. Rain is any moment now. It has started spotting. So I'm expecting to pick up soon. If it stays like this, it's alright, but if it starts coming down and hammering it down, it might be a different experience. It might be an experience that we get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go home, because he can't cope. But at the moment, it looks okay. And as for me, I'll take my headlamp off now. Still just struggling to fit time in to get these videos done. Got loads of I've done. But I went away a week ago to the south coast and did some walks there, and it's just a struggle to get these walks in at the minute, edit them and put them out. But as I said, should be having knee surgery soon, which will be happening in the next, I'm hoping, end of October. And then I should be off work for about 4 months with that, because I'm having a full knee joint replacement. Now I've been told I could go back in about 10 weeks, but they says due to my job working in the outdoors, then there's more chance that I'll be more towards 14 to 16 weeks before I go back to work. So that's an update. Once I had my surgery, obviously my key thing is to get on the physio and get back into shape so I can actually start walking up hills again. I have been told it may take 6 months before I get the opportunity to do that, so I may have to do some shorter walks first. But in the meantime, we've got plenty of videos to edit when I'm off and doing my physio. I've got a couple of coastal walks coming up soon. I've also this tent on in Alpkit Viso 2, so that video is going to come out soon as well. I know obviously it's been out for a while, this tent, but the thing is, at the end of the day, I want to put my scope on it. Bear with, and that'll be coming out soon. So I think Barney's starting to settle down. If I just flip the camera over, he's got his head on his toy. He seems to be settled down now. So I think we're all right. We might go back out for a wee in a bit, because it's only about 9:30. Him, not me. Hopefully you're all well, and well, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Plenty of videos. I think just about hitting 2,500 subscribers. They're creeping up a little bit by a little bit. I mean, I'm looking at getting a t-shirt with a logo on. I'll see how that goes down. And then after that, we're looking at, well, I've got an idea I would like to do. Somebody's already done it. Well, I'd like to do my take on it. It was an idea I had for years before I even thought about YouTube, about doing something like this, but never got around to it. And then I realised somebody else who also does walks has got a similar idea. So I'm not stealing his idea. I had the idea before I saw him with his channel. Yeah, anyway, that'll come out soon enough, and you'll understand what I'm on about. In the meantime, okay, with that, we're going to settle down now. Barney seems to be happy enough, so we shall see you in the morning. Right, well, time's now 4:20. We're getting some sleep off and on. Barney's down there somewhere. He's sitting on the bed with me. Problem is, the bed's not that big for two of us. The wind and the rain is starting to pick up now. Had the tent out quite well, so it's not blowing around much. Barney feels settled, although, as I say, he's taking most of the bed now and hanging off it. Morning. Well, it's a bit of a breezy one out there. Wind gusts going up quite strongly as well. He's quite nervous with it. He's concerned, I think we'll get up. The tent is really coming in now. It's pushing against me. Winds at the moment, according to the Met Office, they're for around 35 to 40 mile an hour north winds, gusts up to 55 miles an hour. I mean, this tent is battened down. The guy lying there, so the winds changed direction as well overnight. I put the tent in the direction of the rear of the tent, it's in the back, but now it's going from this slight angle a bit. As you can see, it's coming in here. So it's going to be fun and games putting the tent down with a dog. Something I haven't done before. You know, when you say the word W-A-L-K, dog's ears always perk up. Right, anyway, we'll get back to you in a little while. But Barney's done camping, first night. We'll do it up on the hilltop next time. Yeah. We will. Or he's not liking this wind noise. When it really whistles through. Like that. Tent's coming in. It is the thing about tunnel tents, you can batten them down, but they do have like a central chamber that pushes the tent left and right. I mean, it's doing it right now. Let's watch Barney. Oh, he's getting closer to me now. He can't get much closer. He can't work out why the fabric's moving around him. Is it built for wild camping? Well, this is the question. Because this is going to be like this, or, well, the winds were meant to drop about 5 AM. Now I've just looked at Met Weather forecast. They're going to be here to about 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon, and getting slightly stronger than they are now. Hitting up to 59 mile an hour wind gusts. Oh, I do choose my days to go camping. The other thing you can't work out is that you can see bugs. They're on the other side of the cloth, and you can't think, how come I see them but I can't touch them? There's a good job I didn't bring a summer tent, like the Lanshan or something. That would have gone over by now. Storm Lilian is doing its worst. Great storm for the August bank holiday. I think it'll be over by tonight though. Everybody else wants to go camping. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Where are you going? There's over an explorer on the tent now. It's like he's doing, what do you call it? Cribs video.
What's up, y'all? Big Snoop D-O-double-G. I want to welcome y'all to my house, the dog house. Slide in.
There's not many places to go. Right, lad. So get out. I think he's anxious to get out. Jesus. Well, this rate, out will be in. Or in will be out. So hopefully it keeps holding up. I mean, the funny thing is, I've got a 3 to 4 season tent here and it's whistling around. Some of these like family tents that's on this campsite, probably we'll have a look if they're all standing. Hey, shall we go outside in a minute? You want to go for a wee? Yeah? Go for a wee? Wee, 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 wee. Wee, 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 wee. It's a bit breezy, huh? We're at the National Water Sports Centre in Nottingham, Holme Pierrepont campsite there. The campsite's very nice actually. Watercross campsite, we saw 2 tents getting ripped up. One, well, person wasn't standing inside it, it would have gone completely. As we were walking back, we saw these 2 groups of teenagers, their tent completely went.
Well, the aftermath of the night before, staying on a campsite. Well, problems with campsites, not everybody knows what they're doing. Half the people think, oh, why did these put guy lines on before a store?
Well, I'll show you this, turn the camera around. Over there, all they've got is a frame. Where's the canvas? Nobody knows. There's a caravan here that's near enough ripped down. There's 2 tents over there, it's gone completely. And there's some branch work that's come down overnight. We're going to go for a wander, me and Barney. I've stripped the tent down, half packed. All we've got to do, put the fly sheet down and finish packing. And he was alright when I was packing up. I was worried what he would be doing when I'll be getting all the gear down, but he just sat outside in the wind. It was perfect. So I think accomplishments here. If we go out on a better night that's not so windy, I think we could have a good time. In the meantime, we've got to try and get past this. That way, Barney. That way. That way. That's it. So if we go out on another wild camp that's not so bad weather, so the next one is a small wild camp, a short walk. Okay, so here we are. This is Holme Pierrepont, the National Water Sports Centre. You see there's a couple of girls there training already. That's the GB Development Academy. As a lot of the British team, as in water sports, train here. And even though Olympics is over, obviously they're training for the next competition now. I think the next thing is World Championship. And obviously some of the, I think there's a race, some sort of running race being set up. Looks like maybe an obstacle race. That's anything to go by. Now Barney and water don't get on. Even if it's raining, he doesn't like being outside. When he gets close to water, he sees the ducks and thinks, I'd like to get to them, but how can I get to them? Because I don't like water. If he jumps in the water, we don't know if he can swim. We just expect he'll know how to do doggy paddle. But I don't think he ever will go in the water. Yeah, so when I did the race of the world,
We did it here. I was about 16, I think, at the time. It was 6 miles, I think, or 6 kilometres. Can't remember, one or the other. And we all lined up. Where we started, I think, over the other side of the lake from where I am at the minute. This was the finish line. I remember that. But the funny thing is, two things went wrong. One, everyone started the same time all the way around the world, apart from Nottingham. Started 5 minutes later. Because there was a guy called John Denver, country western singer, I think he was, American, came. He was meant to start us off, but he turned up late. So yeah, we started our race 5 minutes later with us. And then also, when we were running, one of the marshals sent us the wrong way. Climate hero was this bar. Yeah, so it was the sports element to Band-Aid, I suppose. We got that same time. We think one is a cat sometimes. If he sees a feather, he's got to chase it. He loves eating a feather. Oh, yeah. There'll be another one. You can get another one in a minute. There'll be another one up there. No, don't go and get that one. Let's go and get another one. You can't go over there. It's telling you. So this is a regatta reception where the teams, when they have a race day, they all start off from here. A lot of the boats are in there, rowing boats mainly. And then they bring them for competitions. These are just probably the ones from local. I've never been this way before. We're going on the rooftop. Easy, happy as Larry now. Chasing all the leaves, which is, as the problem, as I said before, he likes to chase a leaf for a feather. Even though I've got him on an extended lead, he's yanking it so many times. And I'm having to choose the route that he wants to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down this way, and then we're going to go over to the canoeing. So we've got Go 8 here, and then I think this is the target archery or something. It's like paintball, but you have bows and arrows. That can't be dangerous. Barney's loving the surroundings. So you can just see through the gap there, that's the River Trent, third biggest river in the UK. Here we are at the river, and we can see it's running quite fast at the minute. Got a defence there, flood defence I think, it just controls the volume of the flow of the river. And then we can see where it flows off, inlet that sets off the slalom course. Now the slalom course, when it was first built, back in the 90s I think, if I remember right, it was the first man-made slalom course in the UK, and actually used to be, well, it is still a good one. I think the British team still train here. I know the under 21s do, but there's a couple down south now. There's one near London that's man-made as well, that some of the other team members go to. Well, we'll go and have a look at this one, see if we can see anybody on the floor. We might be able to see somebody whipping down the course. Quite a few people up it already. I suppose a lot of them actually come down here and train first thing in the morning before they go to work, whatever their work may be, or get in the gym, depends on their competition level. I've seen another leaf, so he's about that way. Like there's not one leaf here. See if we can find some action further down the course. Barney seems to be impressed.
it then. Well, we're getting this tent down now, but he's just sitting here perfectly. He's sitting ready to go. I haven't had any problems with him really. I even could have had him off a lead all the way, but he's been okay altogether. Right, let's finish packing up the tent. There you go. As per usual, leave no trace. Don't know if you're on the campsite or up on the top of a hill, leave no trace. Practice it. Practice makes perfect. Right, anyway, kit's packed up, ready to go.
Right, okay, I think camp is complete. Barney's enjoyed himself overall. He wasn't too keen on the actual rain hitting the tent, sounded like a drum when the tent was all guidelined out. And also when the wind started picking up, he wasn't too keen on that, especially when it started side stuff bellowing in. Please, hitting up about 55 miles an hour through this morning. But overall, it's been a good attempt, and I think we're up to the next stage. So what's the next stage? Well, I think we'll go out on a wild camp, probably just do 2 or 3 miles to the camp, and then 2 or 3 miles back, see how he gets on with that, and then we'll go on to the next stage, which will be a full-on wild camp. And who knows, you could be doing some long-distance walking with me at this rate, eh? 15, 20 miles a day, and then a camp. That'd be a good one. Okay, so Barney's happy to go, I think. It's quite content, though, funny enough. But I suppose at the end of the day, dogs like being outdoors. But hopefully you've enjoyed this. It is a little bit different to my usual things. I have said that Barney was going to go camping, so this has been it. Barney Goes Camping has been completed. Look forward to the next adventure. Now, we've got a few couple of long-distance walks still editing at the moment. We've also got a few skill videos coming out soon, and some gear I've been using that I think is worth a mention. None of it sponsored or anything, but some of the gear I've been using got some perks. Some of the stuff isn't so good. Right, anyway, with that, I shall see you on the next one. So take care, look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye, hikers. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.